morning. I'm here.
Loud noises. Early in the morning for some, late in the evening for others. But you get your reseller news when and where you want it, and that is now. Look at that, right on the money. Thank you.
Aloha, everyone.
Broloha in the AM morning in Vegas. Aloha flipper, ladies. Aloha lag and jovial juggler, axe monkey, bearded picker, Paul Rose from England, Carl Olson, John, again, just to make sure we cover that, and Don Flippin' with 3 P's, Callie Debs, and Quirky Pigger Jack.
Accounts payable, Nina speaking.
Wait, I did the wrong one, sorry. It was green.
Oh, Biff.
And Biff is here. Oh. You had to go to the happy place and decompress. It's early for you, too, so you had to get there. They don't have that extra special hour anymore where you could be the business. And they give you from 9 to 10. At least around here, they don't. And that was the sweet hour of peace where you could roam the halls of the blessed sacrament of Costco. And you know what? I poop you not. I'm just walking down in our local Vermont Costco. This is Luis Guzman, just chilling, getting some diapers or something. I don't know what he's getting. He's a big family. Chilling with Luis. Somebody else was famous there. Me. I just talked to a mirror for a while. But yeah, it has that calming effect. But back when they had that extra special hour, though. Oh, can we just think back to then? But wait, Biff said it was like the starting of the Indy 500 when the doors open. Yeah, and everything is going to get just that much more so in the future as we lose the middle class, and you're just like in line with everybody. And you know how classy I like to be. I like to be very classy. I wear spats actually. You don't see my feet a lot, but I have
Spatula feet?
spats. The spats are on your feet, right? Or are they on your hands? Or on the high hats and narrow collars, white spats and lots of dollars. I get all my historical context from songs. That was Taco putting on the Ritz. But I have the things that go on your like collars for your shoes. That's how classy I am. I'm just saying. Thank you. I'll get to get back to the. Let's see. Biff didn't.
Ryan is in the house. Todd, silver hair stacker. Aloha.
How is everybody doing after
Jen,
the big
aloha,
week?
my friend.
Nobody in the hospital with a blockage
Did you say
or
hi to
anything?
Quirky Picker and chat?
I did.
Callie? Okay.
I did because I played the song and I played it inappropriately.
Oh, you
first,
did.
and then
Giddy
I-
up, giddy up. Yes. Yes, right. I forget that's for Quirky.
Paul Rose has already got they're like out with Santa, in with bunny rabbits, Easter. By the way, one of my least favorite, very, it's like, what do you call it? When all this, no, I just don't like Easter. Not the context or anything of it. Just, it's like spring. I grew up in California, so I guess, I don't know. March was like lame for some reason.
Wait, there's
Why?
Easter stuff already? Is that what someone was saying?
Yeah. I mean, Paul
Whoa,
Rose is saying he's
Paul.
got the Cadbury cream eggs.
Yeah, that's fine by me. I like those.
We have Cadbury cream eggs on tap in this house. Just like pull it down and it's just like falls out. It's just the goo on tap. In fact, Paul, forget the eggnog. We're past that. Now let's get
Move on to the fake
the
egg.
fondant, the inner egg from the Cadbury cream eggs. Put that in a cookie and smoke it. Thank you.
Silver hair. Silver hair. I thought you were lag for a second. He says, I wear spats. Got to keep up my Scrooge McDuck
That's
persona.
right. It helps with the back. That's all he has on. He's like naked except for spats because of
How bougie.
Disney.
Don Flippin.
Yeah, super bouge. I'm bouging out.
Hey, Curious Collections.
That's my
aloha.
2025 Aloha Curious Collection. And let me be the first to say, possibly the first to say ever, in the history of man. Happy 2025. I'm in a time machine right now. We're a couple days in the future, so we're already there, so it's legit. But happy 2025. It's been a big, crazy year, hasn't it?
It has flown by.
Because we were battling the man, Jamie. The man's name is Jamie.
It really has flown by, and I think that this whole YouTube thing has contributed to that feeling of it flying by.
I agree. I agree.
Lag is Silver Hair Stacker's burner account. Dentacor, hey, aloha.
Aloha
Nice
to everybody.
see you.
Do we miss any commentaries on things?
Well, Jen was saying slails are slow.
Slails?
Slails are slow.
Yeah, she had what we call, it's just a temporary nog hemorrhage. It'll heal. And we're on definitely on nog withdrawal though. I tried, so today and yesterday we replaced nog with pea protein, so we're starting the fitness game just a little bit early. We had
Hey, Swamp Picker.
I'm pretty sure Neil deGrasse Tyson drinks a pea protein every day. So we're denogging and pea proteining, and I feel good. Look at me, don't I feel good? Don't I look good? Don't I look like J-Lo?
Spectacular.
And it's not J-Lo anymore. Who is it? Did we decide now? Halle Berry. Halle Berry.
Beard was saying the Costco opening there is some crazed geriatric. I can't see because the arrow's in the way.
Why do you always read the one with the arrow?
Geriatric race, I think he says.
Where?
The arrow at the bottom.
Oh, the blue arrow, you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, we have different times of the month, different people, but since there's only one Costco in like the whole of all of the area, Vermont, right?
Yeah.
It's the only Costco.
We even
in
have
Vermont.
Canadians that come down here.
So it's kind of a mess all the time. Again, that was great when they had that hour where I was like a prince, and I had the lady drop rose petals in front of me. And then I just poo-pooed all the poor people who are in line. Oh, please, you get to go in early. You're so wonderful.
What is
Maybe that was a
from?
movie. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
That probably didn't happen. But I wish it did. Sort of. For my bougie dream of 2025. Yeah. That's all we got.
Okay, I'm the only person that could ever get my hair caught like this in it.
One of the few. Yes. Let's see. Who else is here? Did you say hi to Ryan? Yes, I'm sure you did.
Of course I did.
And then let's see. We
Hey,
have
Mike.
checked in. We need to put on one Gen 2 AirTag onto lag so we know where he is all the time. You know, enough of this wondering. So Tag, if you could just interject. If you could subcutaneously implant a
Yeah, you need a permission slip to go anywhere and not be in people's
Yeah,
chats.
we're gonna track you through Delta or United Airlines app. So just get I'd appreciate it if you get a V2 because they're coming out.
Oh,
I hate
tile things?
Is it Tile or
The
Apple
little-
AirTags?
Oh,
AirTags.
Either, I guess.
I
There's those tiles things.
But the V2
too.
is going to be all the better for some reason. And I hate buying the V1 when the V2 comes out like the next week. That annoys me. Because I didn't look at Consumer Reports. Because I like to live by the seat of my pants. Which brings up the title of this thing that we're doing. The talking. The hour grouping of talking words that we do. We decided what honestly, what are we going to do in 2025? What's our big thing? What are we going to do here? And the only thing we can really do, because we are super genius expert eBay superstar heroes, is to do that even better. And regardless, kidding, obviously I'm kidding, but we're pretty good at eBay. But what we're good at is operating in DEFCON 1 or 5, which however way that in the bad
That's
one.
what he's good at.
Like in war. So I'm ready to go. I operate so well under stress. And I want to change that a little bit. And that like behind the 8 ball. And I heard Josh talking about this the other day on his, I think it was that, or it was Profit Playbook podcast, but I think it was his actual show where he said that he was talking about a friend of his who bought a house. It was an expensive house. And he's like, I don't know how I'm going to pay for it. Who cares? Just like, let's get the house and then we'll worry about it. And I'm very much like that. All of our big fun things, and I guess fun things, most of them were pretty fun, or business ventures or whatever, are just jump with both feet in and see what happens. Make, kind of sort of know what you're doing, but ultimately huge leaps of faith. And those are the things that have moved us along. But at 55 years old, I don't have the heart. It's the ticker's going to quit if I don't need the anxiety of that kind of a lifestyle. So I think, we have, sort of like the proper business, like doing things right, best practices and everything mixed together with a little bit of impulsivity seems to be the best way.
We need to have more of me in the business.
Nah.
We
need more back rubs. Thank you.
And only in the sense that I do not like to wait for the last minute to do something.
Yeah, well, we do.
If I have something to do, I like to get it done.
Well, I got to tell you that anything you've ever enjoyed in our life that we've ever done that was awesome, the house we own, the cars we've owned, everything has been because I've been impulsive. Well, not impulsive in a bad way. Impulsive, like tenacious is the word. So I lockjaw onto an idea.
Impulsive is fine. I'm talking about when you already have. You just
impulsivity would say that
you just said impulsive.
And then I was changing it, and you're not listening because it wasn't impulsive. It's tenacious. It's really
tenacity. That's great too. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you have a business and you already know the processes, what needs to be done.
You do that. I'm gonna go start a new business.
And you
have fun with that.
I always complain about this, because he operates best under pressure, last minute, and he will wait until the last minute to package everything. And I'm
great.
I'm at 6 a.m. I have everything pulled out for him, thinking, okay, he'll get ahead.
7:20 maybe.
He'll get ahead, and then we can move on to the next thing. But whatevs.
I've been doing this for 25 years.
It's boring to hear myself talk about it.
And the bottom line is that those aren't the things that need to change. Be careful what you wish for, because if that's how I operate, and interestingly, I have to be all I'm saying is my best moves are in a pressure cooker. So you can't take away the pressure cooker completely. You have to learn to control the pressure cooker. And you need to get an R2D stew. You need to get a Instapot with all the buttons. And that way you don't just put the thing on the fire like I am. I'm just like a pressure cooker on the stove with no controls. But now you've got an Instapot with a killer R2D2 overlay, R2D stew. Now that's me. Thank you. Thank you, Joville, for that. Is it right there? I think that's in my dining room.
Yeah, I like that part of you, but it also.
You know what part you like most? Oh, there's too many.
But I think that's part of us.
Kimo, baby, stinking sucker.
Not waiting until the last minute to.
Can you pat me on the back?
To do stuff.
That's just for being me. I got excited that I'm me.
Candy,
I like me.
Oh, I love how
I like
you
me. Daily refinement. Oh yeah, Ryan's saying spats go on your shoes too. We're back a little further here, but did you want that big pop out for yourself?
Oh, it doesn't matter to me.
It's all bad now. Look at it's going. It's moving way too fast. Look at it go.
Yeah.
Why is that happening? Did you say hi to Swamp Picker?
Yeah.
Why is it going so fast?
I don't know.
Are you scared?
No, but now I'm.
Are you anxious by how fast that's moving?
No.
Wait. Okay, I think it's just catching up. I'm ready to explore a new niche, Biff says, that is even more desperate and long-tailed than my current one. I think I mean I suppose yeah, what would be like bottle caps? I mean, what would we do? Let's think together on Biff's new niche. We're an American niche is fine. Niche. What are you looking? You're not looking at either one of the chats.
I'm looking at that.
Okay. What's it say?
Why would we discuss a niche out loud? I mean, Biff is pretty private about what he.
You want to secretly talk.
Biff has always
You want to
been
keep all the
pretty
information
protective
to
of what he
yourself.
sells.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. $35.95. Your secret. Tell people how to do eBay thing. You're gonna give somebody a spreadsheet.
I have an interesting idea for eBay, but I'm not gonna do it. No, maybe we will.
And if you want to know,
it's a crazy,
Spam Banshee OnlyFans.
It's a crazy thing to do.
Where we talk about only.
It
only
involves a lot more
eBay.
work though than just
eBay
what
fans.
we do now.
Yeah, we won't be doing that. I can tell you that just by how you described it. Way more work. Great. We already are working more than I planned on working ever again in my whole entire life.
So how are the ski resorts in Vermont this time of year? Well, today it's in the 50s.
They blow snow here a lot. They blow a lot of snow.
Yeah. Generally,
Booger would love it.
Generally, we had a really nice holiday season with quite a bit of snow.
We had the White Christmas. The New England corridor had Central Park, New York City, all the way up to Montreal, had White Christmas. We had an awesome. Thank you very much, by the way. Whoever's in charge of White Christmas.
It's been a couple. I don't know. It's been several years though since we've actually had snow in most of Vermont for the holiday season, so it was really nice.
Yes.
And
because we live, the most populous area is by the lake. It heats everything up like 10 degrees. So the rest of Vermont, like a lot of Vermont could have, and Stowe is our ski resort closest to us is Stowe, 45 minutes from here, and it's snowing there. And in the little village where they serve you squirrel and stuff, that is I'm sure that was snowy and cute as heck.
But they do make snow up at the resort.
They're
so
snowmakers.
and they'll usually go into early spring with snow making. So yeah, if we don't have a lot of natural snow, as long as the weather is cold enough, they'll just make the snow. And that seems to keep the resorts busy.
And I mean, usually they're blowing snow on the lower elevations, but for the most part, where Stowe is, the base camp is, if it's going to rain here in the winter, it's going to snow.
Be Nudes, aloha. Mike Seller, aloha. Did we say aloha to Axe Monkey? Yeah, she was in the beginning, right?
Yes.
Okay. Candy was saying, aloha, you three. Primo, your Christmas Eve convo detailing Pokey's positioning for maximum poop launch angle had me crying. You guys are so funny. He is a riot, isn't he?
Little baby.
I wanted to quickly, I saw Dun Decor was saying that, sorry, I'm trying to find it. Something about possibly closing. Yeah, I'm giving a serious look at going flat rate shipping. I think it's a really good idea. That is all we do is flat rate.
Flat rate.
Because just from personal experience, eBay's calculated has discouraged us many times from buying because it just calculates obscene rates. And granted, sure, maybe the seller is adding in handling fees, which is putting it in like really crazy shipping fees. But in any case, I think that's a really good idea. And
it's just that it's real. I mean, for me, it's super easy to give things just to go womp. So $4.99, $8.50, $12.50, $17.50, $22.50, $37.50, $60, and then even a freight option, or free shipping, which I never ever do, but occasionally there might be some reason. But for the most part, even books that might ship for $6, $5.99, usually they won't, but they could potentially. So I'm at $4.99, so maybe there's that extra dollar. But I think to the person looking at the book, $4.99 is the most they're willing to pay. So
yeah, so the way we have it set up,
I'm willing to pay
all of our listings, we have the shipping fee. We don't ever say what shipping method we're using. So we don't say if it's UPS, USPS. And we just say it's standard, what is it, like 2 to 5 day shipping, which is one of the options you can pick.
Standard.
So,
I choose standard shipping.
But
which is 2 to 5 days.
If it's something like a really large item, then we don't allow FedEx or UPS to be one of the options if it's for a PO box. But in any case, the other part of Dendacort's comment though is, and so
did you say hi to Junk Trader?
I did, yeah, okay. Quickly I did.
I'm going through names.
He's saying that, and likely
I'm auditing.
This is the drum roll, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
It's actually sort of and he's likely closing the brick and mortar store to the public in 6 months.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Is like the lease up?
Bricks and mortar is tough as all heck. So I'm not like overly surprised for anybody to say bricks and mortar is, in 2025, it just seems so, to me personally, it seems like let's retract and like fortify. And that's why even the title of this, again, going back to, I sort of live behind the 8 ball, not the 8 ball per se, but like, I like some back pressure. I like to just sit here until everything starts to crumble around me. Rome is burning. And then I'm like, aha, that's when the magic happens. I mean, I'm just saying that in a exaggerated sense, that and what Josh was saying about how his friend was, by the house, it's sort of, and Josh said, I absolutely do not recommend that sort of lifestyle. Wow. But it's definitely a more of a ask forgiveness than ask permission. And I do know this is a quality of successful entrepreneurs. There's a lot of other qualities that you must have in hand with that. The risk taking you have to really know what so I'm always trying to offer some sort of different thing. So I'm not using grandma's recipe to open a restaurant and throwing all my both feet behind that. It would have to be something like the Tiki Bar, which was awesome until it wasn't. And then some of our other business ideas that have worked. Like, what about, who's that?
Mike Gerdez, and Jen Atten is here. Aloha.
Aloha.
Mike Gerdez was saying, ending the year with a bang.
Nice.
Packed 32 since Saturday noon. One buyer bought $3,000 worth of games.
Well, give me his phone number so I can call him and get some more.
Tired and not doing much today.
You know what? Interesting. So you said packed over the weekend. So here's one of the things that we are going to do, like old lady by the book over here.
No, wait until the
Monday it's not for that
packing?
reason. It has nothing to do with your anxiety reasons. It's the best secret reason because it's an experiment to see, because all of our sales come on the weekend. For the majority of our sales come on the weekend. What if I print out the labels, which I did one day, but I didn't really notice if it worked. Print the labels out on Saturday. Print the labels out on Sunday. Like every single day.
And see if eBay gives us more sales.
Yes. List every day. Ship your items every day. I want to do both of those things because they're totally lame and they're totally best practices, and I'm totally going to do it.
So
because I'm an adult.
If eBay,
are you on eBay now?
If eBay,
how is that?
If eBay, in a sense, does throttle your sales because it thinks that you have too many all of a sudden, and that you might not be able to pack them all, you're saying get everything printed. Yeah, and then they might be like, oh, hey, well, look at this. This person's already printed their labels. I wonder, though, if they go by when it's scanned or...
Hey, look, I don't know what they do, but I'm going to do things that I know are best practices and really do them and really stick by them and see if that helps our business, because that's all I can think of doing at this point. We are awesome. We're doing it right. It's working. When I say awesome, I mean we're doing what we're supposed to do, and eBay is responding.
We had a really good weekend.
Our media
store
crazy.
is it really is. Yeah.
So our media store is catching up to our secondary store. So our top-notch items, then we have our mid store, which is hard goods, and then we have our third store, which is which we wanted to make $100 a day by Christmas. Where it's already at $200 a day, which is insane when you're considering it's $18 Atari games and whatnot.
Yeah, so it takes a lot more to sell on the media store, but
more packaging.
Yeah, so some of the things that we're changing for this new year is we are better. We're fine tuning.
Put it on a piece of paper and slide it over first, so I can okay it.
We're fine. Well, one is he's really
shut your mouth.
considering.
My mouth. Whose mouth should shut?
We always felt like, okay, we won't sell anything that's under X amount of dollars, but we sort of let that slide over the, I don't know, past several months. We were like, as long as we're getting rid of some of the crap, who cares what it sells for?
Yeah.
But
yeah, remember we did math?
He was doing some math this weekend, and he's like, I really don't know. We might have to have a cutoff.
It's not that we're losing. So Paige, if you ever watch Paige over there, 1 Foot Flipper, he goes into painful explanation of how Timmy and some other people possibly sell things for less. They get less money. They lose money on every sale. So, and I know we don't do that per se, but how much is too little when I want to sell a G.I. Joe figure and I want to sell it for $6 because it's already there. It's been there for 2 years. Okay. We sold 100 G.I. Joe figures that were awesome. And they were like the Silverhead guy and that mean lady, the Baroness, and all the good ones from 92.5 and 93 G.I. Joe. So there's like 5 of them left. And they suck because no one has bought them in 2 years. So we know it's the lowest of the low of the G.I. Joe. But I just want to sell it anyway. And I'm packaging this one. And I looked at the actual sales, the actual figure that I'm keeping before cost of goods, which is 0 at this point. And but I have to pay taxes on it. And I was looking at $5.60 going, is that even worth my effort to like go over there and like find G.I. Joe, search through the bin, pull them out, stuff them in a bag? Well, and I'm like, yeah, it is. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, and then I said, we should maybe sort of do something like what?
There's a broccoli in the chat.
What James does, where I don't know if he's still doing that sale, but buy X amount of CDs, get X amount
James
free.
Does exactly that, sells $5 items, but he sells 10 of them.
Right, but I was saying maybe
at once.
Maybe we should, for the items that are, under whatever $15, just say buy.
We don't have anything under 15 anymore.
Oh, okay.
I raised the minimum price on everything. I don't care what it was. It went to $15.
So one of the other things that we're changing is...
No one's going to buy it.
I'm pretty much not really going to
You're retiring already? You're stepping down?
Oh, I'm doing...
Oh, no.
I'm going to focus more on just doing the photo.
So, okay. So I'm CEO. Master businessman. Here's an MBA thing. I'm not an MBA, but... MBA is not a big deal. You just go to school and you get an MBA. They teach you a couple core principles. One of them is recognizing talent and managing that said talent. So running just off that single rule, what we've done for the past 3 or 4 years getting you into eBang is really had you doing listing. But there's a weak point. There's a weak point in listing where you're just not, you don't know what you're looking at, and you're not, and you don't really catch on. Like, I'm not, you just, you don't want to. Your head's not into learning about all this old crap.
No. I do exactly what you say. I look at things and I go, I have a task, must get task done.
That's her thing. So she's not joie de viving on the crapulence that we're selling. I love it.
Yeah.
But what I have to do is do a little more work and really just it's easy for me. It's easy for me to start it's easy for us to chop up the task of making a listing in a different way so that she can do what she is good at, what she does love, what is her most awesome talent to our business, which is taking glorious and like pretty much marketing ready, print ready art for our listings. The first picture is just great, and the marketing and the angles and everything, and she does it all. So what she's going to do is literally photograph until
I'm just all my photos. He's going to be going into iCloud and getting them and starting all the listings. And for
she's
now,
just going to photograph.
So I'm just essentially going to be doing the creative stuff. And hopefully do more creative stuff for our social media.
Morty the One! Aloha to you.
But I really like this idea because you're always complaining that you have to correct everything I put in the draft.
I do a lot of correcting, yeah, I do. And anyway, so we're taking the first of the year is a nice... I know people say don't make resolutions or whatever, but... really all it is just a nice little time where it's a good place to make a break. It's like all perfect for you. 25, it's a different year. We can just be different people from one year to the next. And that's the magic of making a resolution. It's not that you're really going to keep it, because who the hell keeps their resolutions? But
fixing or flipping.
Fixing or flipping. Retracting a message. We're never going to know. But we are putting an investigation out to find out what it said.
I saw it, but I can't remember what it was. So, my brain
it's all
just
into
leaks.
the ether.
Yeah, I think it was just a hello, right? No, Paul Rose, I did not know. It was an upside. It was just, no.
What are you talking about?
Not yawn. I was pretending I was yawning. Haha, I tricked you.
Earlier this year, Biff said, I dropped prices on my 2021 items.
Aloha.
Aloha to you. Dropped prices on 2021 items. And it has attracted petty, high-maintenance cheapskates. I'm raising prices today and trying PL again. This is... So, I'm not going to do it on everything, and I'm not doing it on... So, my minimum price now is $15. So, anything... The Ellen DeGeneres sealed DVD that no one's ever going to buy that was $8.56 is now $15. I don't care. Because I'm not selling anything for less than $15. Then those things can go have PL on them. Those things can have a 20% off auction. I can send another $10 off on them. And then I'm still going to make more than the $5.60 G.I. Joe figure.
Lag retracted his message because I think it said yawn. I'm joking.
Oh, Lag. When we finally lay our eyes on you, what will we see?
He's somewhere in here. He's like, I'm in Maine, and like
he moves around. He's got tunnels.
In Silverhair's video the other day, he's like, I'm in Delaware.
He's in Maryland or Delaware. The thing is what he's not telling you is he and Elon are buds, and he's got one of Elon's boring machines, and he has like one of those magnetic underground train things in between all of his houses in all the states. I know it's happening. You have to tell me.
Oh, so right now Paul has to work on if we're not doing the Nog bomb, he has to now work on the creme bomb.
Yes, I think they call that fondant over there in France. Sorry to mention France to you.
And we did say hello to Basket Noodle, and I know there's a lot of convo going on. I want to try to get to some. Jovial was shocked. Don't like Easter. What? Easter Bunny has put to my basket every year since I can remember.
I like chocolate, and I like chocolate in foil. That's one of my favorite things. And I like it when you get that one time where you missed a little piece of foil and you get it right there in your molars, and you're like,
oh, you're like, zing, zing, zing.
I love that.
Ooh, ooh.
That's like I'm alive. I just got zung by my own egg. But what I don't like about let's really analyze this. Why don't I like Easter? Well, it's not. Christmas is there's lights. And rebirth, I'm like, do I want to be rebirthed or do I want to just sleep a little longer? I think I like fall into winter I like the digression. Is that even a word? I like it when the seasons are turning to winter. But when they're rebirthing, it's like almost sad. There's a sadness to
Oh, boo-hoo. Cry me a river. Violin. Where's the violin?
I have to get my convertible out and wax the top.
Junk Trader was saying hi to us earlier and saying to the baby
Aloha.
puppy. He is so stinking cute.
Isn't he so
Gosh
fresh?
dang it. We were talking about if ever his leg got chopped off somehow
I would
by
fricassee
accident,
that
would we
thing
have
right
to eat
up.
it?
I'd freak-
That's
if it
so,
was like
gross.
a full like chop and
I
it just
really
fell off,
didn't-
it could
I
happen.
can't imagine eating it. But
Well,
we
just
were
think
saying it would
about
probably taste really
in
good.
the after days, when there's no more food at the store and we have our first meal and it's pokey. I get the leg.
Lord.
And we're going to spatchcock him and then he's just going to fall apart because he's so delicious.
That was really weird.
Very weird.
Yeah, I'm in Maine. Paul was saying my health and fitness campaign is trying to use up all the fresh fruit and vegetables before they go off. Yeah, actually. That's the thing, especially with purchasing from Costco, is we really limit all the perishables now because we have a hard time getting through them all before they go bad.
From the Costco?
Lag gives a killer back rub.
Nice.
Maybe
Let's
you
get over
should
here.
sell back rubs.
Can you drill me a tunnel over to me? Thank you.
Then the core. Paul, we're going to stock on the frozen ones. So.
Did you see Motorcycle Dork? Did you see Jenna and Motorcycle Dork are here?
Jenna! Motorcycle Dork! Yes! Aloha!
Aloha to you guys. Welcome to the Apre. We're in the taint of the holiday season. This taint Christmas and a taint New Year's. We're right in the taint right here. It's kind of a nice time where you can regroup, you can kill, you can kill. What was I possibly gonna say?
I don't know.
It's like you're in a good time, you can kill.
You did something because Bearded earlier was like, damn it, some warning, please. You must have. Did you play Primo Kimo?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Kimo, baby, stinking sucker. Yeah,
that's right.
B News earlier was saying yes, procrast.
Lags in Vermont. He's already here.
Wait, aren't you in the basement?
He's already. What is that noise?
Yes, but procrastination is a cliff easily fallen off of.
Yeah. Who says that?
B Nudes.
What were we saying?
Earlier, probably when I was saying you wait until the last minute to do stuff. Stuff that is.
Yeah, I see. It's not fair because the way you presented, I know that's going to be a problem to present it that way. All I'm saying is that my most magical, most I would say inspired, successful moves in life have been after thinking about it for slightly too long and being not too long where I missed the opportunity, but long enough where I don't know. How do you explain that? I think some people know what it's like, but generally I don't miss out on the opportunity.
He just doesn't let himself get stressed over things.
That's more like it. I'm not.
And so he's able to. He's able to.
Yeah.
Just
You're going to say
ease into doing
that's
stuff.
what I'm saying.
And
that seems right.
I say, he puts it off to the last minute because in my mind, that's
let's
what
give
it
a
is.
perfect example. Okay. I've got to ship some big art that needs to be crated. Okay. Crated. Like with wood. So I will ship all the items all morning until about 3:30 in the afternoon. And then we know the sun's going to go down around 4:30. It's going to be a little harder to see outside, maybe a little cold. That's when I'm going to bust out the wood. That's when I'm going to get out my speed square. I'm going to get out my Leadworks pencil. By the way, I can't find my Christmas pencil anywhere.
Oh, no.
And now we're off of Christmas. So
Send
that's
out
I've been ripped off. And then I'm going to go out there and start making measurements, and the sun's going to go down, and I can't see my own marks. And then I'm going to pull out the skill saw. I'm going to chop off 3 fingers, sew them back on, because I watched a video on YouTube about how to do that. And then we get to FedEx at 6:59 p.m. That's what I'm talking about. A perfectly executed frosted cake with a swirl on top of perfection right there, 1 minute to spare. I find that enjoyable.
Mike was saying earlier, I don't know, were you talking about chips or something? Because there was a whole convo that they're talking about chips. I don't know what this grain-free tortilla chips are the best. Big bag at Costco. We were talking about Costco.
Remember back in the day when you bought the bag of chips, and they cooked them right there, so they were fresh. What happened?
Paul Rose.
James is releasing a video during our live.
A reaction video to Josh's video.
Oh my goodness.
Like I said, we need to do a reaction train series.
Yeah, we do. I'm gonna do. You're definitely gonna do some of James's reaction videos.
Yeah.
Of reaction videos.
And then somebody do a reaction video of our reaction video to James's reaction video.
That's what we're doing next.
It will be really funny. Like
Motorcycle Dork won $20 billion.
Yeah.
Oh, the ticket was sold 20 miles from his house.
Well, I know he didn't, but I thought there was something gonna.
Yeah, and I thought shouldn't you get a little shrapnel from that? Little financial shrapnel somehow. If you're 20 miles away from a $20 billion score, $100,000, is that too much to ask? Just like flew into your pocket from the explosion of money? No.
Paul Rose was saying he has an interesting idea for eBay.
It's only $1 billion.
It involves Jamie and some tape and some other stuff. Ryan.
I would like him delivered right here tonight so I can give him a piece of my mind.
So Ryan is saying, since I'm a trained weather spotter, I got an email yesterday from the National Weather Service saying in January is going to be nuts with snow and ice for almost everyone east of the Rockies.
Nope. I do not accept that. It's not going to happen.
Wow, we're warmer than South Dakota. It's 37 degrees there today.
Well, this is an oddball. I mean, this is oddball. What does the one weather service that we use that's owned by IBM and Microsoft?
Jen was saying beautiful day in Wisconsin. Jen Atten was saying this. We had a white Christmas with a beautiful snowfall Christmas Eve, and it's all gone. Yeah, say here.
But it was so good this year.
Mike got a cha-ching.
Did you have like the super gentle where everything gets quiet and you're like, ooh, Narnia? Yeah, we had that. And that's what matters. That's what makes life.
Be new 2025. Who knows the variables
53
yet.
in Santa Rosa, where my mom lives there. It's 73 degrees. And why is even Florianopolis in here?
Did we mention to you guys how we went to our mall?
It's 53 degrees here today.
Yes. It is. It's like warm.
Well,
people are pulling out their kiddie pools and
people are pulling their kids out of school.
We went to our local mall.
Do you know how cold
a week and
54
a half ago
is?
was it?
54.
And I can't remember if we mentioned it to you.
I think we did.
We may have. Okay.
Because it was on the Friday before Christmas, and we were all
yes, we were talking about.
We're going to be part of the people and go to the mall.
We were talking about because I'm sorry, I'm looking at the
I have the
comments.
door open.
Now I'm hiccuping and burping. Paul was saying brick and mortar is virtually dead there. But what was really interesting for those of you that didn't see us on our Christmas Eve talk, you keep interrupting and then we're all over. But anyhow, no, I forgot. Oh,
we went to the mall.
We went to the mall.
Christmas.
And what was really interesting is that there are a bunch of local people with their little businesses mixed in with the other big chain stores, and they are selling like collectibles and stuff.
Yes.
So we have somebody in there that has this massive
saving the mall business.
Massive store location. I can't remember what business it was, but it was one of the bigger stores in
Walden's
the mall,
Books
not like a department store. Yeah. and it's filled with antiques. And then we have a store that sells all used video games, like, you know, people that are into like Magic the Gathering, like they sell cards, they sell Pokemon cards, consignment stuff. We have another shop that does all collectibles.
I'm just reading words.
So our mall,
It's
an
thriving.
interesting
I would say
take.
it's thriving. Except today it's closed because somebody like blew it up and like bled all over it or something, and they closed it down to
Somebody like
mop up.
smashed one of the doors, and there's blood everywhere on the outside.
mop them up.
It's really gross. Yeah. Like with my mom, you better ask permission first. Oh,
Biff said that he has tried doing the weekend order clearing to see if it escalated. I mean, I'm not even saying drop them. I'm just saying print them out and, you know, pretend like I shipped them. I'm still waiting to see
Beard
what's
was
going to
saying-
happen with that on our whatever store. Had a customer who returned shoes, and then eBay had to step in and apparently has and sent me a notice saying I don't have to return I don't have to do anything else. The case is closed in my favor, but eBay is refunding the guy that returned shoes to me. And I heard somebody else talking about this too on a video just this morning.
wait, what shoes?
Maybe ADH Dave. And he nodal recall in full effect.
Wait, are you talking about somebody
The
else's
only
experience?
return that we have had in the past 6 months. And the guy returned shoes to us. Right? The manual, the Mercedes manual, and he returned shoes.
Oh,
It's the only thing we have going on at all.
I'm thinking
Even
we
close.
sold shoes and somebody returned shoes.
They returned shoes. Does not mean we sold shoes.
Wait, did you say
this
that in the
case.
beginning of the story? That you sold them a manual, but they returned shoes?
No, because I wasn't telling that whole part of the story.
Well, somebody's going to think that you sold shoes and then
Does
the
it
person
matter?
returned the shoes.
What was the point of my
That's
story?
a huge part of the story.
What was my story
is
about?
we didn't get back what we sold them.
But what was I talking about to begin with? It wasn't about the story. The story was about.
Oh, we were wondering if it was going to affect
Yes.
our sales
Yes,
because
so you didn't really need to tell the story.
so eBay was like, okay, yeah, well,
eBay had to step in. Did not
but
found in our
because
favor.
You called,
but paid.
You called eBay and asked
But
them
paid
to step in.
the other guy. So the guy returned the wrong thing and still got paid off. And I think ADH Dave was saying in his show today too that he did that. And I've heard a lot of people, you know, like, I guess I don't know why it's almost like encouraging poor behavior though, because this guy was already a pain in the butt customer who is blocked. And might have a brain injury, I guess. I don't know what else would create in a real legitimate way why he behaved the way he did. Very odd, weird questions, and then a constant confusion. Like he was confused. And then he sent me shoes that were his Amazon return. And I shipped them to Amazon for him because there was a label to return it in the box. And then he wanted
Lag apologizes. He says, "My bad, Kimo. I got the returns mixed up."
Oh, good. Finally. But you got your money back. So you got your money back.
And we found
I
out you're
keep
a
my money.
doctor.
And I'm a doctor. He's a doctor. This guy was a doctor. Maybe. But again, I can't understand how someone can be so confused. The original return was because he made a mistake buying it. So and that seems like
The only thing I can think
questionable
of
to
is
begin
he
with.
was elderly. I don't know.
yeah,
but
that could be. And that's why I say maybe he has a memory care problem or something that, you know, because people do
'cause
have those things.
At first, we were like, "Oh no!" And when you called eBay and you said, "Hey, I think I have a confused buyer," they tried to do a return, but
That's how I
they
looked at
sent
it.
me what appears to be a brand new pair of sneakers that they meant to return to the business they ordered them from. And eBay was like, "Oh, okay."
And then
and
so
we
they
were like,
opened
we
a
feel really
case.
bad. And then eBay said, "Okay,
We're
well,
opening
we'll-
a case and we're going to put it on hold for 10 days.
Yeah,
So
but
he
then-
can return it. So then the guy says, "Oh, can you give me a photo of the return label that I used to send your return label to send you the bad return back to us?" So I sent him a portion of the label because I'm not sending him the whole label that can be scanned by USPS, so he can reuse the return label again. So I only took a portion of the picture because I'm being passive aggressive and I'm not going to let him get away with it.
So he sent us a picture of the label that we needed to then forward his sneakers off to the company.
No, that was
he
already
ordered
in
them
the, I was
from.
in the box.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
But
If you
anyhow,
don't know the story, just let me tell it.
you're making it confusing, but it's stupid.
It's not. It's our
John
life.
has dealt with crap
This
like
is
that.
this is our business, and we all get to deal with this kind of nonsense.
So,
But I have to tell you, we never get returns. The only reason any of this happened was because he did not cancel he bought the item, I shipped it to him, but he didn't cancel it. He sent me a message saying, "Can you please cancel this? I ordered it by mistake instead of sending
going
it
through
the cancel."
the eBay process of saying need to cancel.
Paul Rose has a steak.
Nice. Beard was saying he shipped yesterday. eBay said you deserve $87 in sales.
I had a huge steak for Christmas.
So he's saying so that doesn't work with the trying to clear your shipping queue.
Clear the decks. I want to talk about steak. So I got the bestest steak that you can get around here, really good. And normally what I do is charcoal briquettes, because that tastes good. So you take the charcoal briquette on your Weber, and then you get that thing real fired up, and then you put the steak right on there, and you just let that thing burn for like, I don't know, 10 minutes per side-ish type thing. And I just have an eye for it, and I know exactly how it's going to operate. So, and when you do that, the meat like goes kind of squishes together. It like pulls itself together, and it gets smaller, sort of. So it gets very dense and like yummy. So then when you cut through it, it's all charcoal roasted on the outside and pink in the middle. It's perfect. So I don't do indoor cooking of steak very often. But this time I did because we just didn't have the barbecue enough briquettes. And so I did a full cast iron pan sear, which was fine. And then I put it in the oven and cooked it like a steak in the oven, and it was prime rib. So I made a 2-inch thick piece of prime rib because it was a ribeye. So I mean, it was a prime rib. But usually when I cook them, it doesn't taste like a prime rib. It tastes like a barbecued steak, which is all smushed together and all yummy. And then this is like, what are those things, geodes? Like they open up and they got the crystals inside. That's how my steaks look. They look like a geode, all black on the outside and all sparkly on the inside. Well, this was the exact same piece of meat, but the way I cooked it, it came out like someone had just sawed off 2 inches off a prime rib. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about that. I just figure people like steak.
Beard was like, a doctor can't figure out how to do a return.
I know. Well,
Going for a toenail, when they say clipping, and you come out with a castrated. Mike was saying that he noticed that eBay opened up the West Coast buyers to him in the past couple of weeks.
What happened? Who's in the what now?
Mike Gerdez was saying, I noticed eBay opened up West Coast buyers to me in the past couple of weeks. I actually get overnight sales.
Oh, Beard, where this is where we got the beef. We're all beefed up here. We got super beef. We got the vegans eat beef, the secret beef.
The farm to table.
We got the cows that jump in your mouth. And it's delicious. It is good for you. So we don't need RFK here. We do our own, just cook the cows right there you can literally go to a couple of different farms in the local area. They'll show you like ET on the side of a barn, and they'll feed you the cow
that
they
look
just
at that.
killed that
Jen Atten is saying rib steak technically is prime rib. We raise our own beef.
You do.
It's just trimmed. Wow.
So that's what so the two
bond
different ways.
With the cattle?
Don't talk about that. That makes me sad.
Sorry.
I want to write a movie about it called
When I was doing the dishes
Pokey.
yesterday, was it? I was thinking about
Pokey's
that.
just a tiny
about
cow.
people that raise beef, and I was like, wow,
They learn those hard lessons, when you're on the
it
farm.
must be hard.
Timmy had to learn how Jezebel was going to the fair, and then they chopped Jezebel's head off and then gave it to him as a trophy for participation.
Like I was asking, I guess an actual real question. What's your New Year's business resolutions? His are pancakes.
We are. Okay. So we're already, I told you, we're already off the nog. We took a couple days to get ourselves off the nog, and we're on pea protein already. So we're already restructuring our corpuscles and our molecules to be receptive of reselling greatness.
It's
you know what I'm talking
trying to really streamline as much as we can.
We're gonna streamline.
Which would also mean that he needs to get more packaging supplies around him, because he's always asking me.
Okay, so here's.
I'm in the middle of doing stuff and he'll be like,
This
I
is-
need cardboard.
This is
I
really
need bubbles.
You're totally right. So this is exactly what we're gonna do.
And I'm
We
like,
spent the first 2 years just getting you up to par. Everything was going right, but we weren't trying that hard. It was during the pandemic. Things were flying off. We didn't have any conscious. We were just selling like I always sold, and everything was fine and easy. And then the big thing happened in 2023. Then we struggled for at least a year with good results, bad results, but we were in war. We were fighting. We were trying new things. We didn't really have time to be, feel sorry for ourselves. We didn't. And then also to like think about the business. We're just like, let's just keep it afloat. Let's just keep this thing working. And so here we are 6 months after making a major overhaul of the business with great results. And now 2025 is about honing.
Well, and we were talking this weekend, and we were saying how
The thing where you're doing
I'm
like the
gonna sell
baluster
yawns in a jar.
and it's turning.
We were saying how that it was really, we really truly feel that niching out our media.
Oh God, Jen.
What?
And she said that there's lots of tears when they go in the trailer. I'm gonna let you
Yeah.
do that part.
They have a fabulous life with them.
I'm gonna call
Yeah.
my steak steaky, and just eat them.
I used
They
to,
do kill like beef within a mile of her.
when we lived in Stowe,
Beef. nerd.
some years back, the place we lived in abutted a
That's
a
monkeys. I
pasture.
raised my own sea monkey.
a pasture, and the cows, they were beautiful meat cows that would go out and graze, and I would stand along the fence line and they would be so far away, and I would moo
Oh,
from
yeah,
the
remember
fence
that?
line, and they would come
When we lived
running
in
to
Stowe,
me.
yes.
And my mom
Oh,
one
that was
time when she came to
super
visit
cute.
us, she was like, you know that those are meat cows, right? And I
cows.
was like, no. And
Hey,
she's like, they are.
Look, I'm a meat cow.
But they were so cute. They would come running to me every
You
time.
know, Alex
I
Jones would
moo.
eat me if there was
I
bad
don't-
times.
Yeah. I don't
I'm
wanna
delicious.
I don't want to eat animals
just saying.
anymore.
You gotta protect me.
Silver Stacker, this is way far back. He was like, Silverhead guy. Yes, he was talking about the G.I. Joe, one of the G.I. Joe.
Yes. What? What about that?
Who was the silver-haired person, the G.I. Joe action
Oh,
figure?
that was Destro, maybe? Destro? Sometimes I'm amazed that words just come to my head because
Yeah,
I'm
B
like,
Nudes was saying how he just has so much stuff, like 20,000 or more items of untested console games, miscellaneous other stuff.
it's a trap. Biff says.
Ooh, Mike was saying he had some movie popcorn last week, and I felt like garbage. Yeah, I don't know. something
It's
about
not good
popcorn.
for you. Remember, did I talk about oils? Was I talking about oils? Who was I talking about oils with?
I don't know.
It's all about oils. Don't do the oils.
I know you said aloha the more to the one, but aloha again. And yes, we're doing well, and we hope you are too.
Thank you very much for asking. Looking forward to next year so that we can. I'm gonna move back onto that health train. So in 2020, it went up. So I broke my ankle in. When did I break my ankle? Like March of 2022. So from March of 2022 till
No, 2023. March
2023.
2023.
So March of 2023 till March of 2024, I went on a huge weight loss program too. So I lost like 100+ pounds. And then somewhere in between, like when things got hairy in June of this year and now, which there's a considerable nog weight in there. I gained another 20-ish pounds. And now we're going to start the 100-pound game again from
Sorry, I keep yawning.
now because you just don't care, man. You just don't care, man. How can I do this? You just don't care. I'm gonna do the 100-pound loss program again, like I already did once just a year ago. I'm gonna do it again, and then I'm gonna be totally normal, like somebody.
Yeah.
Like
It would
Justin
be nice
Bieber.
to feel healthier. Because I can't imagine with the way my bones feel now.
Yeah.
I can't imagine in another 5
you're
years.
a mess. You're a mess.
I am a total mess. I don't know what has happened.
You're not gonna make it.
B Nudes was saying, I am moving back towards software engineering in 2025. In 2025, all goes well. I think
Baskin Noodles wants us to come buy all his stuff.
He says, I think Trump is going to take a huge bite out of online selling. Well, definitely maybe how? I mean, I think for overseas stuff, right? Possibly, but how our stuff?
I'm going to pretend like I am uniquely poised to take advantage of whatever happens. So whether or not I truly am, I don't know, but that's what I think right now, and it makes me feel good. Thank you very much. And I think that's... I'm not gonna say that's just. I'm good at doing that. I'm good at it's like. Am I right? Am I wrong? My God, what have I done?
You could be wrong. You could be right.
But I just don't worry about it because I think
anger is
everything that we've ever purchased is like. I mean, almost everything besides made in Japan. So like toys and stuff, those aren't made in America. But original Hot Wheels are made in Hong Kong. Am I right?
Lag is saying 20 is the new 10 on Silver Hair Show. Yeah. What was it? Tom was saying that
10's the new 1375.
That $1 billion is the new million.
Oh no, Tom was like, $1 million is like the new thousandaire.
Yeah. Well, it's true though.
It's not quite that.
Well, but when you hear someone is millionaire,
look, we're worth $1 million. I'm not positive that we're worth $1 million, but if you include the house,
I just hurt my throat.
That's you're halfway there if you have a house in America, whatever. I mean, not all houses, but most. In Vermont, you're halfway there.
So, Axe Monkey, she is ending P&L.
If you're in California, you're a double millionaire with a 1-bedroom, 1-bath house. I know. So.
Axe Monkey is done with P&L for a while. And she's saying that I'm going to use discounts and coupons and newsletters to try to boost sales. And Jamie can't have any extra money.
Old school business, the way old school business worked, whether it can totally work there, is you get that email list, get the email addresses, use a news list. That still seems to be an effective way to modulate.
B Nudes was saying USPS is hurting
buyers.
Things low ticket. I killed all my variant listings over the weekend.
Sort of keto, Don Flippin. That's what works best for me is low carb, high protein. Like Silver Hair Stacker, 25% of my body is cheese. So if you get the right part, you're just going to be in the cheddar. Like from here to here, like this chunk right here is like, this is low prosciutto.
I like cheese.
This is like salami right here. And then here, right here is cheese. It's like a provolone.
I like cheese.
I'm half cheese. I think half.
We really have not had any issues that we have been made aware of with our USPS shipments. I did quickly just like peruse through, and I did see that refrigerator part was taking forever to get to the customer.
Oh, is it still there? Don't look at that stuff. Don't worry about it. Unless somebody tells us.
But anyhow,
Beard saying 2025 low carb, no beard trimming. Let's go. Well, you gotta have. I think that the new economy requires a full circle of facial hair. Like, I mean, I see people with the, cue ball. A lot of cubes out there with the beard. Now, who is this? Who is, by the way, mid-size beard flipper? Who was that guy we saw today? And I'm like, how does 38,000 people watch this guy?
Oh,
there's no possible way. Bearded flippin' flipper. And he's like a younger guy, and I guess.
It was like a storage unit, and I don't know.
Beard There's Beard King Flipper, not him, because he's king of the beards. Bearded Picker, because he's not the bearded picker. Isn't it the bearded picker too? I think there was a confusion at one point.
Beard King Picker.
Yeah, but neither one. There's a new one, Beard, but he's not new because he gets 38,000. It's at 38,000 views in like 8 hours, and I'm like, there's not 38,000 people interested in reselling in that time period. So I don't know. We need to get caught up because we don't have enough people watching.
Marty, the one was saying, I am going almost full Sanford and Son for getting stuff to sell for 2025.
Yeah.
There's so much junk people just give away in my area. Bring on 2025, babe.
And get
$3.99.
And get the stuff up.
Likes not allowed within 500 feet of Elon. Mike, I sell overstock scrub games for $5 free shipping, begging buyers to buy me. Also, a good way to bring buyers into my store.
And this is absolutely not a mystery, not even super important information, but not a mystery at all. And Biff, I think you'll agree with this because I don't totally understand oils like in the human body, but avocado oil and extra virgin olive oil are the only oils you can eat. All the other oils, all vegetable oil, all those other oils, usually like Wesson oil and Crocker, whatever all the oils are, those are made out of oils that like cottonseed that used to be lubricating the machines that pick cotton. So they're like semi-impermeable food grade, non-osmotive. But anyway, you can only eat 2 oils. Any other oil, just text RFK. Say no.
Paul earlier was saying, I like the sentiment, Primo. If I ever get selling again, I'm going to do it my way and screw what keeps eBay happy. It doesn't matter anyway if it doesn't convert.
Who dat?
Paul was saying that earlier.
Paul, no, I think you really, it does convert.
Holy shit.
But you've got to, there's a different way to utilize the eBay right now.
Jet Fixer.
And it is, Doug and Roe.
Aloha.
Yeah. Aloha to you guys.
Jack L1, been keto for 5 years, under 20 grams of carbs a day, lost 60 pounds. Diabetes went away.
It's true.
That's so great, though.
Life is super. I mean, the biggest. Were we talking about food quality and stuff, and how I was just talking to you, going off on my early morning rant because I do that whether we're not in front of a camera. So we're actually thinking about maybe I should just put it in front of a camera. So if I'm going to say anything controversial, this isn't it. But I do understand health to a certain extent. Someone who has been healthy and unhealthy so many different ways. I'm a good person to comment on that. And in general, I find our regular grocery stores, anything in the middle of it is bad for you. Anything on the outside could be considered sort of good because it's like either meats on the outside or dairies on the outside, but everything else is processed foods made out of rice or wheat or anything. And those are like sort of filler foods so that people don't go hungry or so that you can spread out the other foods. You know, people eat Triscuits. We'll sit here and eat a box of Triscuits. I'm not saying we're doing the right thing, but you know that it's the wrong thing when it has the bad oils in it. I'm against the oils. But wait, I'm not done. There's more.
This is what cracks me up. We have 2 different
the problem is,
going on.
But I'll finish right here. This is all I'll say. The problem is that if you get rid of all the bad oils and stuff, goodbye Hostess, goodbye Little Debbie, goodbye Uncle Ben's rice, goodbye everything that so many things would be outlawed because it's so bad for you. I mean, I'm sure it probably should be, but at the same time, it's so much strife. I don't know if anything's ever going to happen. You just have to like choose wisely.
Did you say something?
Choose wisely.
Reality Smacks, aloha. LOL, you were thinking of installing a camera in case you say something funny. Ha ha ha. That's great. Did you say that?
No, I was like, cause I talk in the morning. I have like a whole diatribe of some sort in the morning, and we should just film that and put that out.
Motorcycle Dork was saying 10 consecutive 0 sales
Who dat?
days.
No,
MD.
he was having.
I guess I've got to call in again. However, he got one of those notifications a couple of weeks back where he was in the top 5%.
Yeah, you're a top 5%er.
So
congratulations. Now you get no sales at all.
My thought process on that, yeah, but he was like top 5% when I haven't had any sales in 7 days or something. And my philosophy on that is that eBay spreads our sales out so thinly amongst people in our different categories that yes, having 2 sales could legitimately put you in the top 5% because everyone else has only had 1 sale because they are spreading those sales thin so that 100% of the sellers in the category.
Wait, did we figure that it was for the number of sales or for the amount?
Oh right, we didn't know. We didn't know if it was probably his dollar amount, right?
It's got to be.
So it could really only be one item you sold for $10,000 or something that put you in the top. Right.
And it could also be a load of hogwash, which is what it was. Thank you.
But again, I think it does boil down to that eBay spreads it out so thinly amongst the sellers that you could have one sale and that really does put you in the top 5%.
Absolutely. eBay's bad. I love eBay. Thank you for a living. I'm not talking any smack. I'm just saying, ride that bucking bronco. It's a beast.
So Morty the One was saying big lot listing on some of my 2024 for 2025. So you're lotting up stuff. Is that what that means? You're in luck. I'm in Vermont. Like, you're so funny.
Yeah, Beard's saying that we try to grow organic here, but we have strategically located fountains of McDonald's that shoot the chemtrail fry grease smell into all of our food. So they're strategically located so that they can make just a cloud over the actual state lines of Vermont. I know that. You can go outside, and if you don't smell poop, you smell McDonald's. It's a true story.
Either cow poop or human poop.
They do spray diarrhea all over that's one. I mean, farmers would know that already, but they have a guy who goes to the sewage treatment plant and scrapes the I mean, I have so many things I could say right now. I'm not going to. Just scrapes the solid matter off the bottom of the sewage treatment plant. And he's got this little round truck, and he drives up to the farm fields, and he just sprays diarrhea all over. It's like a base diarrhea to like really get the
so that same pasture and stow where I would move and the cows would come running to me.
Was sprayed with diarrhea.
I would walk to work and I would cut through this pasture, and then one day somebody said to me,
"Do you know?
That's sprayed with human waste,
fecal?"
And I was like, "Oh, great! No, I did not." And I walked through that with my flip flops. Anyhow, I'm alive.
Whatever doesn't kill you makes
just
you better.
Building up that immune system.
Right. She got worms in her feet. I got worms.
Oh, that's what those dangly little white things were. Okay.
Did you know worms can go in your feet? The outside worms. You shouldn't walk around barefoot because a worm can go into your foot hole. Because everybody's got one of those alien launch pad footholes in their feet.
Jenna is feeling better, thank goodness. She had that bad migraine after coming back home from her Christmas celebrations in California. Mike was saying that he read an article this morning that Vermont is one of the 2 states that doesn't have a Chick-fil-A. God's chicken is void there. We do not have Chick-fil-A. We do not.
We don't in Vermont.
No. We were the last state to get a Walmart. It's just that business. A lot of companies just hold off coming here because our population is pretty low.
We have a really tentative population too, and because they brought Williams of Sonoma, Macy's. I don't know, like 10 years ago, they brought everybody was here, and they lasted their lease and left. So we don't have anything nice here.
I think Junk Trader was saying that's your song that Ryan created get stuck in her head.
Kimo,
And
Kimo, baby, stinking sucker.
Silver was saying, "Hey, too, Anissa.
Yeah, that's right.
My brain keeps saying Primo Kimo baby. He's a sheepskin hugger."
Hugger. I mean, that would feel good, right? A sheepskin hugger. I come into your house and you catch me. I'm just hugging your sheepskin. Not weird. Not weird at all. Then I cook you a steak.
Bean Hoods, the last time I gave someone a piece of my mind, I lost my train of thought. I always lose my train of thought.
Yeah,
It's going to be pretty frightening in another whatever years.
no oils. This is 2025 is no more oils. No more oils for you.
Is your mom really making marshmallow fluff and peanut butter sandies? She is not lag. But if she is, that's so stinking
if
cute.
only. If only.
Mom,
we were just watching 8-Bit Christmas, well, a couple weeks ago, and the bratty kid goes over to the and it's a lot of takes on other movies you've seen, but he goes to the intercom and he's like, and all the kids are in there, and he's a real jerk kid, and he's like, everybody want a snack? So he goes over to the intercom and he goes, Mom, give me, I want Pop-Tarts. And then she goes, how many? And he looks around at everybody in the room and he's like, 1. Thank you. That's a lag. But there's nobody else in the room in Lag's basement. It's just him. So he only needs 1.
Baskin Noodle saying that according to MasterCard, sales in the apparel, jewelry, and electronics categories were up 3.6%, 4%, and 3.7% respectively over last year. Biff is waiting for all the defunct drugstores to become antique malls. We don't have any defunct drugstores around here yet, do we? I don't think so.
Drugstores? No, they just put in new ones. We're still in the raising of the stores.
Oh, Morty, the one was saying that they have stores like that in their mall too. The ones where we were saying like local. It's sort of a flea market.
It is a natural
flea market-y
thing.
in a way, but it's interesting.
I mean, they have to be
It's
higher
a good
end
way of filling
because it has to be. I mean, they do pay. And our mall, not all malls are run this way, but a lot of them are where you pay a percentage of your income to the mall as part of your monthly.
Junk Trader, she's saying how eBay totally placates bad buyers. You get your money, but bad buyers continue.
Biff says you have to flip a stovetop steak every 30 seconds to get the nice sear, but I swear I've always heard, see, Biff is an actual person, and a lot of people are cookers, happy little cookers, but I'm not a cooker, but I love to eat, so I have to cook, and I've owned a restaurant, but I still don't understand basic concepts of cooking. But I'm under like a lifelong understanding that when you sear something, you don't touch it. You let it sear and get caramelization going, and when it's time to flip it, like it's not stuck to the thing anymore. That's like, I don't know, am I doing it wrong? Have I been doing it wrong all this time? Oh.
I think you have, yes. But if it tastes good, but maybe.
Dude, I put so
Biff's
much garlic
suggestion
butter
is
on
better.
that thing. It doesn't matter what it tastes like. Seriously, escargot, steak, it's garlic butter vehicle.
Jovial was saying her latest return was a pair of Italian leather dress shoes with 24 pictures. The shoe trees, this is what the person said, the shoe trees made the shoe look better than they actually are. Sent 6 pictures of one shoe in the return. I know, people are frustrating.
So
Buyers
why
can be
should it
frustrating.
be you and I should return the wrong thing?
Oh, so Baskin Noodles was saying one of the reasons he's weary of 2025 is the friendly fraud online is enormous and growing.
Friendly fraud, yes. 2024 was when we first got introduced to that term by Douchey McDouche, the guy who bought the CED, and then posted all over the internet on the user groups how he got this great CED from us, and then he proceeded to do a chargeback for $150 and won because eBay did nothing to even fight it.
I was reading, and I don't remember what credit card company it is, how they are actually trying to make it less easy for people to do fraudulent chargebacks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Paul Rose says to Jovial, did you suggest that they buy shoe trees? Seriously, Lag is hungry.
Me too. What time is it? We're never gonna eat right. That's the other thing we don't do ever, but I don't know if we should. Tell me, we'll just put this out to everybody. Should we do a poll? Do we do things right? Do we eat right? So we do not eat breakfast. We do not eat lunch. We eat a unsensible dinner. Well, fairly truthfully,
and then we fall asleep
a
like
mild,
an hour later.
sensible dinner. It's not. We do not eat crazy dinners, but we definitely do get a little logy after that, don't we? And have a naps.
And that's why it's so odd to me that, because we have always had similar things to eat. I just never understand how
one portion, 2 portions. So it's 3
I'm
portions.
talking portions too, though.
But it's 3 portions, and you get one of them, and I get 2 of them.
Yeah, you're sneaking stuff. Lag raises his own
Just because
hermit
I ate a bag
crabs.
of chocolate chips, I'm sneaking them. Did you know I ate a bag of chocolate chips? The white ones are gone. I like the white ones.
Oh, see, Paul Rose, I'm the same spam. I'm such a soft touch. My herd would just keep getting
Yes.
offer, and I'd starve.
And you'd have like old lady cows that you have to get hip replacements for.
Beard
You're
from
supposed to eat them.
Bearded picker.
Poor
From nog
cows.
to urine is not something I can support.
It wasn't. I don't think that mathematically worked. The jump. So we derailed that. I have no idea what he's talking about. Actually, like, do you actually?
Bigger, not offer. Okay.
How do we get from nog to urine in one easy step?
Axe monkey. I raise my own sea monkeys. Selling them on eBay is the tricky part.
Do you? We don't have.
Biff.
What happened?
When you lived in Stowe, did you tell the cows it's a trap? TRAPP. The Trapp family lodge. The
Yes.
Von Trapps. Yes, they have
Tisk.
their
Tisk.
lodge up there in Stowe.
It is a funny joke.
Beautiful.
That was, yes, they said that to, Bridget said that to them as she was frolicking through the human excrement in her flip-flops. I do remember that one time you
Go
actually
buy it all.
literally took off your shoes because they were getting stuck in the mud with flip-flops. So you walked through barefoot. So you probably did get foot worms. Good thing that was 26 years ago.
Maybe
You
they're in
have to
my
have you
brain
checked.
now.
Yes, that's what's wrong.
Maybe.
We finally figured it out.
In 2025, Lag is going for the pancake world record. I've done it before, but not on record.
We'll have to see. What are the? You know how when you eat the giant steak or hamburger, you got to eat the bread and you have to drink a drink. Do they? What for the toppings on your pancakes? Do you have a real maple syrup? Is there a certain amount? See, how does it all make sense? It has to be equal.
Lag, I hope you get some Vermont maple syrup.
Because that's the only kind that's real. New Hampshire is a ripoff because it's fake. It's Aunt Jemima. And Canadians are the 51st state, so it might as well just
There's what is it on Apple or Netflix, that short series called Sticky? It's all about...
It's actually really good.
It's all about maple syrup business and the mob.
It was a
pretty funny.
silly show. What was the 3-episode silly show that we watched? That was actually pretty good.
Oh, it's a
Kings of Tupelo.
It's a documentary.
Is it? Are you sure that's a documentary?
It is
Those guys are goofy.
so bizarre and worth a watch. It is
I thought he was
very, very entertaining. And we also watched it's from 2023. It's called Strange Darling. That is one bizarre movie, but really good. Wait, Biff was saying, and I lost it.
Did you say hi to Reality Smacks?
I did.
Reality Smacks.
Yes. Do you remember about the camera?
I do.
John Trader grew up on a farm. My dad would feed bales out of the back of the truck and would and they would stampede toward us when they would see us coming. It was kind of freaky. Yeah, I can imagine that.
I grew up with horses who are like svelter cows, and they used to do that. They're such.
Did you see?
It's hard to look at cows and not
They're so
feel
beautiful.
horsey kind of.
They're so beautiful, though. Biff Buffalo, I cut out all non-fruit carbs and practice an 18-hour fast. I believe that's the way. I wonder how things are going for Big Dre.
Non-fruit carbs.
He said aloha earlier.
And like nog doesn't fit on that list. You can't have nog without sugar, so you can't have any more nog. I'm pretty sure that chocolate has sugar in it. You can get like 90% chocolate, but then that's not even good.
Baskin Noodle was saying when I was asking how he felt that
are there calories in half and half?
Internet sales would be affected, or sales
by
would
what?
be affected.
That sounds
Web
like
sales.
a real
He says
question.
that he thinks that maybe Trump will be going to push on the FTC and the FBI to get more reporting from the points of sale. That'll push with the
My
ShopSafe.
belief.
The current GOP is not a fan of these points of sale at all.
I don't understand the amount of bandwidth necessary to achieve any of the goals set forth. So far, I just have to sit tight and see what happens, because it seems to me like there's just going to be so much back and forth that I don't know. I am more preparing myself for nothing to happen than something to happen. But I think if something happens, I believe that as eBay resellers, not selling stuff that comes from foreign countries, secondhand goods, will be less affected than other people.
Well, unless
if we're affected
the
at all.
ShopSafe, though, is for counterfeits and Veros and all that crap.
Some minor pivoting will happen, but secondhand goods, I don't think there's any problem with. But are you going to get a Puma? Yeah, but I think Puma's from nuclear meltdown to being completely cool was less than a month. So even if there are some issues, they hopefully are navigatable. But I really think that nothing's gonna happen. It's there's too many priorities, and there's too much other stuff happening that we're gonna be back burner if hopefully.
I hope so. I was just thinking
I want
how
back
crazy
burner.
it would be if
Give me the back burner.
if these companies start being like Goodwill and start selling their own stuff.
Well, that's one problem, and then the other thing that I think is going to happen.
Already, now that I think about that.
Absolutely, I believe we're moving towards the brands being able to decide who gets to sell their stuff used or new. But I think before it ever gets bad, it's going to just be. Remember when I told you that I think they're going to charge you $100 for a license to sell Puma? And then you pay it every year. They know who you are. They got your name.
And then
they got your address. You have to install a key fob. You've got to put on an app on your phone which tells you where you drive to. And then they're just going to leave you alone.
I said that no, it will just be like a flat fee or a percentage of a sale that will be pulled aside and go to.
Can't be.
So eBay will be like, here's our list of all of these companies. Now you get.
Can I tell you why you're wrong?
Sort of like, and whatever.
You can't do anything that costs money to implement. So you can't have somebody keeping track of numbers. Absolutely not.
Well, what you're doing, it would.
No, $100 a year, one-time fee. You can sell all you want. Don't care.
Somebody has to keep track of the fact that you just paid that.
Well, yeah, they have companies out there like Redbone. Redbone operates for Puma, and they go out there and tell people that they don't have the right to sell it. That will still happen.
It's not gonna. It's gonna be sort of like the music. How there's that.
I would like it if it was.
That music company that you have to pay a fee to play music.
Well, it would have been nice because in a restaurant, you used to be able to pay one time. Those guys would shake you down to play Happy Birthday. You give them $1,000 a year. UMG and BMG. That was good. I wish they had that for YouTube, so we could just play whatever music we want. But in this particular case, at some point, Puma's going to come in and just say, "Give me $100 a year," and we shake you down for that 100. You can sell all the crap you want. Now, imagine if you're a clothing seller and you sell 100 different brands, and then 100 different brands want $100. That ain't gonna work.
That's why I'm saying a percentage of each sale.
Absolutely not. That's not gonna work either. But Puma might get away with it. Gucci might get away with it, but Nautica ain't gonna get away with it.
Basket noodles, please. What is your take? Beard says he's eating all the bad snacks until Wednesday.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm
we're
so
loading
with
up.
You.
We're loading up.
I'm so
Like in
with you.
The Family Man, you know, the guy who's chubby, and they go to the Christmas party, because I know everyone's seen Family Man a million times, and he goes, I'm going in for cleaning on Thursday. He's having a heart surgery, and he's loading up on fried food and mashed potatoes and everything.
Who does that?
I'm gonna do that.
Don't they say you can't have anything to eat, and they make you like do an enema to? Anyhow,
To do your heart?
they don't want.
Are you
to
sure
have
that you're
any,
doing?
They don't want you to have any
Doctor, are you
crap
sure
in
you're
you.
doing this the right way?
They don't want you pooping while they're operating. Beard was saying, "I'm the OG, damn it!" For the beard.
You are. But there was the bearded picker, or is that bearded picker just dropped the TH? I think that might be the case. But then there's Beard King Picker, and then who's the guy who has probably 48,000 views, and I don't buy it. I'm looking right now. Because I watched him. I'm looking at my history. I got to see who it is.
A major win. I'm not all the way at the bottom, but I hope you in row had a wonderful Christmas and had some deserved time off.
Had some dessert time off?
Yeah, that too.
I'm looking and I can't find it. Did I actually play his video? Oh, Darth Thrifter had a video out today. He's funny. I like me some Darth Thrifter. No, I didn't.
And
I guess I didn't actually
Jet
touch it.
Fixer was saying a Hawaiian greeting.
Melekaliki maka is
No,
the
you can say it.
thing
I
you
can't.
say.
How
Haoli makahiki hao.
everyone. Nice to see
That
you,
might
Jet.
be New Year's.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
actually know.
Perhaps. Don Flippin was saying, I picked up some of the Wicked dolls that had the website wrong. Yes, I remember that. It's not .com or something, right? Or something was wrong on the boxes. Ryan, I went to the doc for a checkup this morning. Lost almost 15 pounds since
Nice,
my
good
last
job.
checkup. That's all the stress that eBay caused you from not giving you sales, Ryan.
No, seriously. Oh, where is this?
But that's
beard?
good. I hope
I'm gonna find it.
I hope that.
I'm surprised
was
nobody in
something
the
you were
chat
trying.
knows this other third beard picker guy.
Can you look at your previously watched?
I did.
videos?
I guess I didn't watch it. But it's curious that no one's heard of him, and yet here's another beard picker. He picks his beard
With a pick.
to pick. There's my Beard King. Beard picker conspiracy. Oh, you
What's a
haven't-
Trisket? Lag. It's a
Lag.
woven.
It's a woven shredded wheat, but it's got
lots
salt
of
on it.
fiber.
He's right there. Bearded Thrift Machine. Everybody know Bearded Thrift Machine? Who gets an unreasonable amount of views. He's got 150,000 subscribers.
40,000.
That's like I've never even heard of him. How does he
has
exist?
he been around? 10
I mean,
months ago?
I've seen him. I mean, I've seen him come and go, and I've watched some stuff. But he's very I don't know, like not flashy, but like edited nicely, kind of jump cuts. You know,
Yeah. Entered right.
like
sort
good.
Yeah.
Edited, well edited.
I can't speak. Sorry.
But 42,000 views, 682,000 views on a video from 2 weeks ago. So what we're gonna do here is
We're out in another.
what the heck this dude is doing, and then we're gonna copy the shit out of it. Because I don't get it. And with those kind of numbers, why are you
Wait,
going
what
to
the heck were
storage
we
units and
saying?
stuff?
We were making people. What were we talking about?
What we do?
Paul Rose was like, well, Baskin News was like,
Thank you,
Primo.
what has gifted us a membership.
Oh, thank you, Shannon.
Shannon Greenlaw.
Thank you so much, Doug and Rose.
thank you guys.
Oh, welcome, Shannon.
That's so appreciated, Shannon. Next year is going to be, I'm going to do something because I'm going to expand the behind the scenes stuff for the members and hopefully grow the membership.
We're very motivated.
Yes.
We're very motivated to improve our eBay, to improve YouTube. We're motivated. So.
And Biff's saying that he's down to only 3 reseller channels.
You guys will be pleased.
Well, that's sort of like every once in a while, I'm seeing some new people come up with some low watch number. So I like to at least go give people a chance and watch them. And then maybe I'm like, well, I'll come back in a couple of weeks or a month because maybe they'll, grow a little bit and then it'll be cooler. Like I do that a lot. But this guy, I'm just like, I have seen him before, but I'm just like, Bearded Thrift Machine, you have way too many views. And I'm not saying sus for any reason. I have no idea how there's that many people who are interested in reselling. 685 views from
but just remember though. Remember though, there was the storage unit show. There is still American Pickers. Granted. Shumley and blah blah blah.
Shumley.
The pawn shop guys.
Yes.
People love seeing stuff like that. So if they can have a more real interaction with somebody.
You had 3 enthusiastic yawns a few minutes ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
3. Count them.
I was thinking about
the count is counting
trying
them.
to not yawn, and then
1,
it made me yawn.
2.
So okay. It was when we were talking about walking through the poop. Jenna says, "Oh my God, can I go back to living under a rock and not know this information?" It's just all the vomits and stuff. Like, stop! I'm scared of worms. Oh, Jen was saying hookworms were major problems in the South.
Yeah. They go right up your foothole.
Yay, Ryan! As of right now, I'm up 620% on the last 31 days. My sales are getting back to normal.
Nice.
What happened? What changed?
Are they allowing you to sell your stuff?
I'm really happy about that.
Or did you move to some different inventory?
I don't trust worms. Oh, lag. Beard was saying that don't worry, Huntsville has 9 Chick-fil-A's to make up for Vermont.
See, now they have the chemtrails.
Diarrhea spreader. Totally, it was spread out diarrhea.
No, that's
sorry
legit.
To go back to that.
I know what the truck has a very distinct look to it.
And it was like
truck.
all hard, but
it's all hard.
I don't care about whatever.
Just care.
Cow poop. I mean,
Diarrhea
I thought it was cow
mouth?
poop. I guess really human poop.
Mouth.
The human poop thought though, I was like, ew. Cow
poop.
What
gets flushed down the toilet? And that's where they get the human poop is from the toilet places. And that's why I said I could say a lot of things, but I'm not going to make it extra gross by saying what people throw out in the toilet.
Oh, Spending Sense was saying to Basket Noodle, thanks again for the COVID recipe. It delivered the final gut punch. Was that?
It's the final gut punch.
Wait, was that when B Nudes was giving some pointers for some things to take to help? Yeah, I think last week. I'm glad you're feeling better. It sounds like you're feeling better then. That's good. Doug and Ro are saying, Primo, we cook the same way you do, but now with what Biff said, we're totally questioning ourselves.
Yeah, right. Like I thought that you're supposed to leave it. Don't disturb the crusting. That was what I always knew, but in no way do I trust anything over Biff's truths.
So what's this? Candio was saying, never quite understood the term Disney adults until after recently listing some Disney merch. They are a bit unusual, but definitely buyers. Cheers to the House of Mouse. Disney adults. I don't know what that means.
Well, I don't know either. I mean, I don't know if it's like the bad connotation, like why are adults hanging out at Disneyland type thing, but I mean, hasn't Disney turned their whole are they really focused on? Sometimes you can see they're focused on kids. Like when they redo the rides and stuff, they're using their IP that's like kid-based IP, but all their hotels and all their food and everything is all marketed towards adults.
McDouche. Sometimes I learn about what you said just by reading comments because I
Sometimes
did
I
not
learn
hear
about
you.
what I said.
Douchey McDouche.
Oh, Adam the Woo and his clan. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, okay. So, I mean, I think it's used.
Oh.
Like it's a. What do you call it when it's a bad word? Whatever. It's not a positive connotation to it, but I mean, as a ADHD adult man who basically lives like a child. I mean, I am 12 years old. I what I like and what I do, yes, I'm mature, but I mean, not really.
No.
So
no, we're not at all.
I do love
I'm
to
sure
go
you
to,
can tell.
I mean, I'm mature in the sense that I know how to pay a bill, and yeah, that's it.
I think if we had
all I know.
children, it would be a different story.
Yes, we don't have kids, and that sets the path. And I never really felt like I was prepared. Would have been a great father because I did not grow up, and I think kids would like that. Although the kid would not be prepared for life because I would just take him to Disney all the time because that's where I want to go.
So Major Wynn's been eating a little breakfast and then a lot for lunch, and then that's
Pejorative, Biffus. Reminding me of the words.
Hey, James is here. Sorry, you're maybe not here anymore, but aloha. It is I, James.
What's going on, fellow humans and resellers?
James, we have to go. We're going to go
Pea
do
protein
a
equals urine.
reaction video on your reaction video of Josh's reaction video. We got to do that. Now we got to do that.
How about that? Wait,
Cash
what
you
is
outside.
That?
How about that?
Cash outside. How about that?
I mean, I also think that I'm watching Adam the Woo, and I'm watching the way he goes. What's the deal with pins? I know somebody. Is it Callie Deb sells pins? Who sells all the pins?
Wait, the
pins
boys?
cost $3 to make these pins, and you can go. You have to get the right manufacturer, and they're made in China and everything. But there's really good cloisonne. I don't know if they're really called that, but that type of pin where they're metal and then you fill in it with colors. Cloisonne AE type pins. Anyway, they cost $3.50, and they sell them for like $29.95. And they are selling, and Adam the Woo is going there and buying like a dozen pins. And I'm like, why don't we make Disney pins? Thank you. Pins are a racket. And if you could get in manufacturing of them.
I know. I want to make some merch pins for us. Oh, that was one of the things I was thinking about pins. Since you want me to do more of the creative stuff.
Yeah. She's going to be doing more
merch
things for social media too. So we're going to kick up our social media game. We're going to make pins and other merches.
Paul Rose was saying he has the last episode of The Boys to watch, then need to find a new show. Is it?
We didn't watch it after his wiener blew up. It was like the first of the second.
Season? Yeah, I don't remember. What happened to that show that has like that
you would think we could handle like a
guy?
blowing up wiener, but we couldn't handle it.
The FTC, no.
Which
Wait.
one? Who's in the what now?
The BOI. There's that thing with if you have an LLC, you need to file some sort of BOI.
The bois. Bois. I don't know about it because I don't like it.
No, I saw someone post it in one of the Facebook groups.
John was talking about it.
Oh, okay. Look it up online. If you own an LLC, you have until...
If you care enough to do the very best, yeah, maybe you should go look it up. I'm just sitting here blowing it up.
No.
Because I haven't done it. I don't think I'm going to. No. I'm holding firm. I'm not going to tell them who I am, even though they already know. So I think it's just a Department of Redundancy.
It's like the Treasury Department they need to know who the owners are of every LLC
even though they could just look at a state and look at the Secretary of State and see.
Yeah, it's interesting that they just don't have the state send the information.
It sounds like Redundancy, Department of Redundancy.
Yeah. But look into it, everyone, if you are
look into see if it's
LLC.
even real. Hold on.
I
Let's look
did.
it up. We're looking it up now.
I did look.
What did it say?
I can't
Bois.
recall. Nodal recall.
I'm looking it up. File your bois right now, or you will
Bearded thrifter.
get a boir. The bearded thrift machine. It's the bearded thrift machine is the one who has too many views and too many followers. I don't believe there's as many as he says there are.
I know that people.
Who need people?
Swamp Pigger was saying he part of the Matrix.
Vermont Bois registration right here.
Your beneficial owner.
Report is due, or you'll get a $500 fine. Failure to file can result in a $591. Is this real, man? Like
It can result of $591 per day.
The federal deadline for entries formed is in 14 days. I don't know. It looks real. But that's boisregistration.com. That could be fake.
It's a federal thing.
How do you file it through the federal government? Oh. FinCEN.gov. Is that legit?
Beneficial ownership.
Okay. Financial Crimes Enforcement Network.
This is something new. And
Well,
originally it was the first of this year that you're supposed to have it filed by, but I think they extended it until
it sounds
the 13th.
so fake that
It does sound fake.
I don't want to do it. But
So
what if it's
people
real?
are somehow not paying money. I mean, obviously there's something.
Well, this is a .gov site, which I think you're supposed to believe those are good. Are there any bad .gov sites out there? And this guy is saying, or this site is saying, beneficial owner information.
And supposedly some companies are exempt, but that's like bigger companies that they have like 5 million in sales and blah 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 blah. And I'll look it up if anyone is an LLC.
Look it up.
But
Google it.
I knew nothing about that. I don't think we need to do anything, but
No, I think FinCEN.gov is legit. FinCEN.gov. Financial crimes and something else.
Biff was saying that he's down to about 3 reseller channels at this point.
I already read that one.
Oh. And then somebody was talking about missing Doug and Roe, how we all miss them so very much.
54 degrees is starting to get a little chilly.
Yeah, it is. Oh, and Biff was saying that he would definitely come back to some major win, though, if they were to start up again.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Yes. We certainly would. We would love to see you guys back on. John was saying
I'm infected. I'm infected by your yawn.
Oh, sorry. John was saying you do know that there are channels out there where people actually buy their views. It happens more than you think. Yeah.
I mean, I don't see how you could possibly have 648,000 views on a storage locker video from 2 weeks ago. Doesn't that sound crazy? I see how many views we get. It's interesting, though. I do see how important titles are, because I can not do something on a video and then go and put the tags in the title and do that right, and it gets more views. So I could see how you could conceivably be good at doing something like that.
John is sad. He
holy
said
cow.
that's where Biff went. He hasn't seen Biff. And
No, Biff comes around, I think. He only watches 3 live channels now, and you're one of them, I'm sure.
Oh no, he said he hasn't seen him. He stopped watching.
No, I think he's there.
He might be one of those behind the scenes, doesn't comment. I mean, that's half of our viewers don't comment, and that's absolutely
Half.
3/4 of them don't comment.
Most people don't comment.
Yeah, and that's fine. Please enjoy.
I'm
and
just
hit
talking.
The thumbs up.
I'm just talking. Tick tock, tick tock. Well, totally ruined. So a good example is the video we did before. So the Christmas Eve video. I don't even need to talk about this. I'm just going to, because just killing the last few minutes. The Christmas Eve video, and I just named it Christmas Eve Live, only got like 360 views. But that's because I didn't put anything in the title. It just says that. So I guess it doesn't get as spread out. And then another video, that video where we did snow at the beginning, snow.
Yeah.
It got views, but then no likes, because I think people watched it and the beginning was so awful with the snow overlapping itself. Then they didn't watch the rest of the video.
Oh, you mean those songs?
Yeah. So a lot of things
whatever.
matter with the videos, but I don't know how the heck you
Don't pay attention.
force people
Just
to
like
watch
you stopped-
648,000 people watching Bearded Thrift Machine's video from 2 weeks ago about a stupid storage locker. I don't believe
you
it.
just got pokey all crazy.
I don't believe it, folks.
Did you see Michelle Kirkpatrick was saying, wasn't the Bearded Thrift Machine the original co-host on the Nurse Flipper channel?
Oh, was he?
Not sure.
Okay, maybe he's been around for such a while. She seems to get a lot of views too, but when people start to get ADH Dave gets a lot of views too. I'm just saying. I mean, but I believe that getting 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 views, I believe that can happen.
Swamp Picker, Pete is not a pawn shop. Are you talking about the pawn shop in Florida that does garage sales?
No.
Oh no, the show that is on like the History or whatever, the TLC, with the dudes, the pawn shop guys in Las Vegas.
Do my eyes look intense?
Oh, my butt's hurting.
I'm trying to
Oh,
laser
my
beam.
tailbone.
Do you see me laser beaming out of my eyeballs right
I
now?
totally do. Wait, your eyes are out of their sockets. Your eyeballs.
Anybody feel the heat?
So B News was making sure to get in that. What needs to happen is sellers have to get atop the backs of the congressionals and the senators before it goes much farther.
Stay perky.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Oh, this is a bad one. This was a double yawn. I couldn't even control it.
Thank you. Can't hear a lick. Oh, wait. What's wrong? Oh, okay. I can hear a little. Very little. Milo granite fertilizer sold by Home Depot is Milwaukee sewage sludge. Ooh.
I mean, yeah. If
Oh, good boy.
everything has a
You okay?
everything has how the hot dogs are made, sort of stuff up behind it, right, folks? You know how the hot dogs are made?
Jovial.
Oh, you don't go
Manure
there.
spreader is one thing, but human diarrhea spreader
Yeah.
is a whole different level.
I mean, the truck it's a mud. They think they call it mud truck or something, like a colloquial, and it's a big round truck. So, like, imagine, I don't know, a hockey puck on its end.
Did you just whimper?
So so when you look at the back of the truck, it's all round, but it's not very deep. It's only like maybe 5 feet deep and maybe, I don't know, 8 feet in diameter. And you can smell the truck, most certainly. And he's got a spray nozzle, and he just sits there and he just, sprays the liquid.
Mike was saying the BOI was put on pause. Okay, well, look into it, because I thought
It does say 14 days.
I thought it was
right now.
only until the 13th.
I think so.
That it was.
If you're going to do it, I say we just don't do it and see what happens.
Well, that's for people that are LLC registered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lag says, when you guys get famous, don't forget about us. How can I forget about you? Biff is going to In and Out. Bastard.
People in yourself doesn't sound right. Wait, what is current version is stalled and current? So Major One must have had.
Can we have a
some sort of
cheeseburger
issue.
today? Can we have Five
I
Guys?
don't know, but Paul
Five
wants
Guys isn't healthy.
toast with melted cheese. Isn't that a grilled cheese?
Did you know that's what 95% of her Irish
thank
ass
you.
is?
Oh,
Cheese and bread.
okay, so Lag and Beard. Beard was saying the BOI is currently on hold again. The Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals reinstated a freeze on it. Oh, okay. What are you?
Do my
thanks,
eyes look
Swamp
intense?
Picker was saying, give Primo a thumbs up. That's sweet.
Ooh,
Thank
my
you.
butt is hurting. Hope nobody has this audio.
Wait, what? What's wrong?
Oh, Paul. Yes, thank you for giving us a thumbs up. I appreciate that. That is what means we did something.
That is so funny. Paul, that would be hilarious.
Silver Hair Stacker got his cola count adjusted for 2025, and he's reached 280. Is that your whole thing, or is that your increase? Because that's a big increase.
For 2025. Oh,
isn't that a big?
Wow, that's actually a lot.
Isn't that a big increase? Seems like a big increase. I need that much. Can I have a?
Because they were saying on average it's like, what is it, $3,000 for the average recipient?
$1,695 something.
Oh.
$1,695 is the average Social Security check.
Well, I hope the folks that we know that are on Social Security are getting.
Well, it depends on how much you made during your lifetime, but who do we know? Let's think of all the people we know and how much Social Security money. We're gonna have to do a poll.
Our parents.
Yeah, how much do they get? Yes, my mom gets a lot. I mean, I'm like,
too.
I can leave that here in Vermont. We can live quite comfortably, but she lives in the most beautiful part of California, the wine country.
We have not passed the dedicated hitcher again. We haven't been out there again, and not sure,
No, we've driven by. In fact,
hours.
Yesterday we drove. Day before yesterday, we had to go back to the warehouse, and we were looking on the side of the road for footprints to see if he had
come by again.
If we could see that he had been there.
Oh, that's not an increase. That's the total for each month.
That doesn't seem like a lot. That seems like that's definitely lower than.
Oh, because you are a teacher.
He paid into the teacher union.
Oh, okay, right, right.
And then because I know John, that has part of the railroad thing. So railroad companies. Here I am. Look at me, all teaching. I'm a teacher. Railroad companies, and then you had Social Security, and then you had other things. Thank you. I should do a how-to video that I just said. So you've got, okay, thank you for joining us today, talking about how Social Security works. And in some places, you pay Social Security. In other places, you're a teacher. Thank you for joining us.
Ryan, if you can't get the guy on Amazon to correct what he did, then you're going to have to put a call into your credit card.
No, Amazon's going to take care of that.
Well, does Amazon? I don't know how Amazon are they.
Amazon just takes the buyer's word for it and just goes.
Because he said the guy that he bought the sublimation printer from on Amazon scammed him and sent him a smaller one.
I mean, imagine that does happen from time to time. Please file a grievance because you have to.
Yeah. He says they both look almost identical, but it's a smaller format. He didn't notice until the paper didn't fit.
Well, if the money, if it's, you shouldn't have a problem. Now, the other thing is, can't you just return it? Is it within the 30 days? You can just return it. I'm gonna swear. I got annoyed.
So
just put it in a box, shove it in a box with one peanut. Put one peanut in there just you jerks, and then send it back to them. And as far as I know, and tell me if I'm wrong, but as long as you take that thing back and you get the QR code scanned, it's on its way. They're going to send your money before it even gets anywhere.
Just make sure to contact the seller first. Because
wait,
I know you made a mistake. You made a mistake in regards to that. Make sure you contact the seller first, because I made a mistake. We were selling pole position cartridges, and I pulled the wrong one and sent it off.
Major mistake.
Because the pictures were identical. I just didn't catch that one said something, whatever.
It's totally different.
Anywho,
the person called and he was like, "I'm making a return." He was, that's fair. I'm making a return. This is the wrong thing, and I simply said, "You don't worry, please." Relax.
You said, do not go through the trouble of returning the one I sent you, and the correct one will be on its way. So yes, John was saying you are wrong, kind.
It's impossible. How can that be?
Railroad retirement is all I will be able to collect. No Social Security, and when I pay into Social Security, it goes toward my railroad retirement.
And it's on your tax forms, right, John? Like it's like the one thing on your tax forms that literally says did you contribute to railroad pension? Like, it's the one thing, right? Like, they want to know if you
Do you
are
work
involved.
for the railroad?
Yeah, if you're involved with the railroads.
I
They
knew
always
somebody that
ask
worked for the railroad. Yeah, and it was different. Right. It's not. Yeah. Anyhow, it's not.
Yeah. Beard is saying, and Beard is the source on Amazon information. Ryan, just stick it in a box and return it, and as soon as they give you money back, go buy it from a different vendor. That doesn't give you the
And
small
Lag
one.
is just saying if it's a third party or seller on Amazon, they can charge you a 99% restocking fee if you opened it. Just FYI.
Wait, not if it's the wrong one though. Return it as the wrong product sent, not as a remorse return or as you changed your mind. Don't return it as that.
Wait, major mistake reporting for duty, sir. Wait, what did he say?
Major mistake. I made a mistake because I blew the railroad thing. But I was actually thinking that it worked that way. But I guess for teachers, anyway, it's confusing. So some
There was like this whole story about a woman who was a teacher and she
what color hair did she have?
She couldn't get
very
like
important.
her husband's social security.
I didn't, come on.
I don't know. So I'm not looking forward to
Everybody needs to go out and find a bunch of gold and be rich. Let's all be rich.
to all the weird, crazy crap, the Social Security, Medicare. I'm just like,
Look, I'm willing to
confusing.
jump through some hoops if there's any free money left for me when I'm 62. I'm going to jump through hoops. I don't mind. I'm going to have nothing else to do. I'm going to be full on eBay retired.
I don't think you can't get Medicare when you're 62. You
I can.
I think you can.
I can. They have a special Primo tip
I know.
box.
I think you have to be. Yeah.
You know, when you start
sounds
any
confusing.
subject, any sentence with "I think," I'm just like,
Yeah, don't bother listening.
don't do it.
But I do know that you have
I think you should step back from that ledge, my friend.
Yeah, I don't want to say stuff out loud.
Wait, what'd you say? What were you gonna say? You almost blew it.
For Medicare.
You blew it!
So even if you have like insurance,
No, don't say it out loud.
yeah.
I can see the wheels turning, and it's gonna be wrong. Or maybe
Yeah.
you're right, and then I'm gonna be depressed. It could be either one, and I don't want either.
So they expect people to
wait, here.
sign up for Medicare at a specific age.
Yes, that is
And
true.
if you want to
I
push
think
it out,
65 or something.
if you want to push it out, so like whatever, another 2 years or whatever, then you're going to be paying more monthly if you push it out and not sign up for it
Good luck.
when they want you to.
Good luck getting more out of me. You can't squeeze a gerbil out of a. How's that saying go? Silver Stacker Social Security
Ro is
reduced
so cute.
because I get a teacher retirement benefit, so they they offset it.
It is nice having an experienced Amazon seller Major
Yes.
One was saying about having bearded picker hair. It is.
Even though I just buy on there and don't sell. It's nice to know that I'm doing the right thing by not selling on there.
Yeah, and he's saying if you return it as the wrong item sent, take pictures. Amazon will side with the buyer almost always. And Doug is saying Ro is talking to the screen and agreeing with Primo as he's saying things. It's adorable to witness in real time.
We're talking together.
That's so cute.
Ro and I are having a private conversation.
Dang it. Did you guys see our thumbnail for the Christmas Eve show? You two were in it.
I'm trying to actually read John's comment. That is tier 1 and tier 2 taxes where you get too much tier 2 taken out. Doesn't apply to me at this point. I see. It's so complicated. Life is so complicated. I mean, can't they just go bloop bloop? Can't they just I want them to put actually I don't want that out. I want them to
it's 304.
I want them to just chip. Can't they just tap my taxes? Can't they just know how much money? I know we don't want that because then they have absolutely way too much knowledge. But I would like tap to pay for taxes and to file. Tap to file and to pay. And I just tell you how much I want. Shouldn't taxes be more like, what are those? You know how Finn over there in the part of town where all the people are on LSD all the time, like all the hippies and stuff. And he has this gorgeous place where he makes beautiful food and teas and stuff, like a tea house. He's ice cream and stuff, and it's pay what you want. He's like a super hero, and he's like, and pay what you want. So, and I guess certain times this would work, where people come in and they overpay, and then some people can't pay, so they don't pay, and then it evens out. I'm not sure it actually works that way, but wouldn't it be great if taxes were like that?
And it's 3:05.
I'm gonna pay 0 this year, but I'll get you next time.
Silver Hair, who is a teacher, says not all teachers also get Social Security. You have to have also 40 quarters of work in the private sector.
I remember my auntie was a teacher, and she had the CEA, or she was in California, and that was like some kind of just crazy stuff. And you know, she hasn't been around since 2006, and before that, it was crazy. So I don't remember what she used to talk about because I wasn't listening.
Sort of like
I will understand.
Sort of like me right now.
Okay, we gotta go. Love you guys. Are you gonna play the? What if they finally catch us that we're playing the Muppets, and then we have to erase all our videos?
You don't have to erase them.
Yeah, you do.
You just, no, you don't. You just get monetized,
It's
right?
time to get things started. It's time to go to sleep.
Oh, you sound like Richard Cheese. It's time to, or William Shatner. It's time to get things started.
Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us today. It's always a great 2 hours to spend with you, and we look forward to spending more with you in 2025.
Thank you. Major Win, thank you for treating Shannon to a membership. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you all so much.
Thank you for the super chats in 2024. Thank you for everything and being here. And
happy 2025, everyone. Aloha. Oh, boo boo.
oh, look at Peanut is out of his little peanut cage.
He was just born.
Oh, he's a little newborn baby.
Who's a baby? Oh, wait, we do have kids. This one. Aloha, everyone.